Good evening and welcome to Sober and Smiling. My name's Rob.
I'm Nick.
I'm Liam.
I'm Damon.
And Emma.
So tonight we obviously, you've heard a different voice, so as promised we've got a special guest, which is my wife Emma. She's here to tell us all about the things we don't understand, really, the things that, well, me personally, that I don't understand as an addict and going through it myself. I've got all the experience of being an addict, but I've got no experience of what it does to loved ones or anything like that. So we thought we'd give you a little perspective on what that is and what that feels like and everything else, really. So this is episode 23, I believe. We're here at Holton Hill in Skegness. So if we sort of open it up, and then we'll let Emma speak about what she wants to speak about, and we'll all chip in. So there's probably, there's a lot to talk about, but there's a few ranges or subjects that you can speak about, really. What was it like living with somebody in addiction, so active addiction, which obviously you were part of. B, the part where I went into rehab, and the part where that realisation that I had that I needed help, and how did that affect you, our relationship, and obviously then the part when I came out. So I think I'm a different person being in recovery. I think differently, I act differently. I'm obviously not drunk anymore. And what sort of things have you noticed on that, good or bad? And this is, obviously, we pride ourselves on being honest. We pride ourselves on being quite raw, so it's open house, really. I know that's a big setup for me, but it's open house on exactly how you saw it, perceived it, think it. So I'll leave it down to you. Whichever subject you wanna talk about.
Okay.
Obviously, this is helping other people as well. So people that are listening, like ourselves, we've got no idea on the impact that we've put on people.
Okay. So when obviously I first met you, I didn't know that you were, you had a problem with alcohol. It was just our lifestyle. It was, we both like to have a drink, and it took a while for me to recognise that actually it was more than that.
When did you have an inkling that I had an issue as a person? Because yes, obviously you get to meet each other when we first met each other, and it is all new, and it's a lot of going out, it's a lot of drinking, it's a lot of getting to know somebody. So yeah, that wouldn't be quite noticeable that I was an addict.
Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of years into our relationship, and I realised that actually it's probably more than the social thing of having a drink and stuff.
Yeah.
And then finding bottles of wine in places that I didn't put them, or
See, that's a good thing, because we all pride ourselves on addicts that we're so intelligent and we are really fucking good at hiding
We think
stuff.
we've done it day.
We think we're brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
And we think that we're the cleverest people on earth, the places we hide them, but we're obviously not, are we?
No.
Yeah.
I was like the vodka hide and seek champion, I really was.
So was that the start of it then, Emma? Finding things around the house, say?
Yeah, I think
and bottles and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Or putting something into the bin outside and seeing that there was 3 bottles in there when we only bought 2 in Tesco's, or whatever, you just think, oh, hang on a minute, where did that come from? So, yeah, I think that's probably when I sort of realised that this was probably a bit more than a few drinks. And
Did you always find a reason to go out, Rob, to sort of have a drink?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I create, as we all do, I created reasons. So to allow, and we are devious people, or especially I am anyway. I'm a devious alcoholic and a devious addict, so I would 100% create a reason why I had to have a drink. And if I had to have a drink, I knew that I would get away with it easier if Emma had a drink.
Yeah.
So if I went out
used to buy me bottles of prosecco when I really didn't.
Exactly,
want a
I'd
drink.
make sure that she had drink. So if I'm drinking, it's just like, well,
Normal.
Yeah.
it's normal.
Yeah,
You've got
yeah.
a drink, so why can't I drink?
Yeah.
Like
and
trying to feed each other's vice sort of thing. Sorry, I didn't.
just feeding my vice, really.
Yeah.
So it was a constant struggle to find reasons why I had to drink every single day. So it'd either be coming in pissed, coming in annoyed, coming in happy, coming in tired, causing an argument, because that's a classic one for us. We cause an argument so we can get pissy to then go,
Get that
well,
bit
it's your
stress
fucking fault.
relief,
Yeah. So yeah, all the time really. For me anyway.
You know when you first started getting, you saying you started getting suspicions about the bottles and that.
Yeah.
Did Rob's sort of behaviour and attitude change at all? Like, did he get more? Was he going a bit more defensive than usual, or was he just sort of laid back, like, oh, it's nothing, don't worry about it, that sort of thing? How did his behaviour change?
No, I don't think his behaviour. It's only when I challenged it, I think, then your behaviour changed. I didn't actually. Well, I don't think I challenged it for a long time.
I think you challenged it near the end, and then, if my memory serves me rightly, which is quite poor on those sort of times, I probably got defensive over it because I was caught. It's like a boy
Yeah.
being caught. Fucking
Did that make you
masturbating
go
or
out and
something.
drink
It's just-
more?
Yeah.
So like, if you got into arguments over that and you got defensive, did you like disappear and go get more drink?
Yeah, because I got angry.
Yeah.
Because I got caught. So yes, it's a good excuse. If I get angry, then it's an excuse to drink.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a realisation that shit, I've finally been caught, but that didn't stop me.
Yeah.
Nothing stopped me. Absolutely nothing. Even me saying, I've said this before, even me saying to Emma and the family, I'm an addict, or I've got a problem, that didn't stop me. That gave me a green light to carry on, because it was like a justification. It's like, well, you can't tell me to stop drinking. I'm an addict,
Yeah.
so I need this.
So you need it.
And if I don't have this, I'm going to have a fit and die.
Yeah.
So it's constantly twisting it all the time. Not to be horrible, but because I had to feed a habit. And I had no fucking control over that. Absolutely no. And it comes across as horrible. It probably comes across as horrible to you as a person and to my wife that I'm doing it to. But it's something that you can't control.
No.
So did at any point when you started to think or realise that he had a problem, did like any feelings change? Any cold feet? Any sort of, oh, really dropped myself in it this time? Like, let's run for the hills sort of thing? Or was it too late by that point? Did you want to help him? Obviously, you wanted to help him.
All of the above.
Yeah.
It was a challenging time for me, really. Knowing if I could help, or I don't know. It's a bit.
You can say whatever you want, because we know it's.
I did want to run for the hills.
No, that's true. This is
Yeah.
unscripted.
Yeah.
Anything is on
Absolutely.
the table.
And I wouldn't blame anybody for doing that. I don't, and honestly, I've looked back at it, and I don't think that I could sit back and watch somebody destroy themselves like I did.
Do you know what? I count my blessings every day, because Ellie should have left me numerous times, the stuff that I've put her through. So I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Completely. She shouldn't have stuck around, because I was hell. So, but she did.
I think I might have threatened it, but I don't think I actually did it.
There's been plenty of friends. Yeah.
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 But we are absolutely 100% grateful for that. I mean, it's just like
100%.
and I'll do the soppy bit now. Without you, and without you in my corner, there's no way on this earth that I'd be walking around now. I'd be dead.
No.
It's not a case of me continuing to. So if Emma wouldn't have put her foot down without her guidance, I wouldn't be still out drinking. I'd be dead. There's no two ways about it.
Did you used to go, I know this is not him, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you saw him, because
Yeah.
I can relate to that a lot
Yeah.
from my relationship. You know, when you saw him in a mess, did you used to think, I know this is not really him?
Yeah.
You know,
it's
we've
just
got to get
knowing
through
what you
this.
can do
Yeah.
to help. I mean, it's really
difficult.
hard.
It's
Yeah, it's
difficult.
very hard.
It is very, very difficult. Yeah.
But like seeing Robert rock bottom, it was just like it was a sense of relief really, because I knew that the next thing, obviously
help.
rehab, was help,
Yeah.
and he obviously acknowledged that he had a problem, acknowledged it with the family as well, and we've got a great support network with our family, really, haven't we? That I was able to talk to people as well. So yeah, it was. It wasn't a pretty story up until that point, but.
So when I went into, because I want to know this as well, when I went into rehab and I disappeared for 5 weeks, it's almost like it's quite selfish as a person to do that. Even though, I mean, we had to sell our car to go in, because we haven't got sort of like how £6,000 at the time to just give to somebody to make supposedly a selfish person not fucking have a drink. So yeah, it's like, when I went in, how was that for you? Did you lean on, obviously, you obviously lent on family, but did you tell you, because at the time I didn't know that your mum and dad knew, or whether they knew the extent, and it must have just, I don't know, yeah.
I mean, it's obviously it's still got such a stigma attached to it, hasn't it? Being an alcoholic, so you don't really, you pick the people that you tell. You don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
You pick your handful of trustworthy friends that you know that you can talk to. And yeah, so obviously I've got a couple of friends that I did tell everything to, and then eventually opened up to my mum and dad, who I'm very close to. For the support, really, whilst you were there, because I was home alone, and without any contact with you as well. It's very hard. You've got no clue what's going on in rehab. You don't know what he's doing. You just got to wait, really, at the end of the phone and be there for when you come out.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing, though.
It's a massive thing, isn't it? I mean, if you think about it, that's a massive amount of trust that you're putting in me, who's only shown you not a great person, really, to put your life on hold for somebody to come out and hopefully they've got it.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, did you believe that he could do it?
I did no.
You didn't?
No.
I didn't either, to be honest with you. When I went in, I honestly didn't think that I'd be sitting here 8 years later.
No, I mean, I didn't think. Well, you just don't know you just don't know what to think. You just hope, don't you, that you'll get it and stick with it. And I think you've been, what's the word? A great example of, you know, what rehab can do. So, I didn't think you'd ever, or I mean, you saying you can never say you'll never have another drink, but what is it, 8 years this year? Yeah. So I mean, 8 years, I just take my hat off to you, because it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's but it's hard to as an addict. It's hard to. I don't take compliments, and I don't think any addict takes compliments. So when somebody says, like, whatever they say, you're an inspiration, or congratulate. I don't even like the sober birthdays.
No.
Because it's like,
I won't get you any cards then.
well, it's like somebody's clapping you for not being a prat. for not being a dickhead.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, well done, you ain't had a fucking drink today. It's just like, well, it's not. It shouldn't be something special.
No.
It is.
No, but it is
It's-
though,
it's-
isn't it? Because it's an achievement. You've achieved it.
Yeah,
You should be patting yourself on the back.
but
Even
we don't know.
I know, but you should be because it's great, and obviously you're doing this to help other people. And
See, on the reverse side of that, I now take it as a daily thing, like we should do, because in the past I have relapsed off the back of that, giving myself a pat on the back,
Yeah,
and
that
getting
high, yeah.
and getting, say for instance, oh, well done, here's your 6-month chip. I've gone, great. I'll reward myself now. Do you know, in that mindset, because something's
Yeah,
good
nice.
happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So now I don't kind of like dwell on that as much. You know, I don't go, oh yeah, I'm this. I just take it a day at a time, man. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't get any more sober than sober. It's simple as that, innit? You can't.
Yeah.
You know, you're either sober or you're not. That's what I, in my eyes, you know. And yeah, you go to your rehabs and you do all your work and stuff. But I've said it before, I feel, out of my experience in my sobriety, that it's down to the person. You know, nobody's going to stop you from drinking tomorrow.
No.
Nobody's going to stop it. Stop Rob, stop Nick, stop me. You know, if we want a drink, we'll go get a drink. Nobody's going to stop you. It's the person who, once you're in that and you've been through the steps and you've sorted out you've gone inward and worked out why you was in that place, and you're now in a better place, you don't need to drink. You don't need to escape life. And life's better without it.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's my view on it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's a good view, to be fair, definitely.
You know, so that's how I see it. And I've got the thing on my phone that tells me how long I'm being sober. And I used to be on it every day. Oh, I'm 6 days, I'm 10 days, I'm this, I'm this. But you know what? I don't know how long it's been now. It's been a fair few months. But I don't really. I think it was when did you come around? It was last summer, wasn't it?
It was
last summer,
Yeah.
something like that. But I don't think about it, because I know if I think about it, I'm kind of like, how can I say it? Like, it's like a game. Do you get what I mean? Right, completed that level, on to the next. I'll reward myself. This, that, the other. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, I'm just sober, man. I'm in sobriety and I'm sober, and I know I can't drink. I know I can't take any mind-altering substances. So that's my life now. I'm sober. That's it. You know, and I do everything I can to stay sober.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about it. But I kind of got off track then, because you didn't mention something about the stigma. That's what was making me think. You know.
The stigma's
The
horrible.
stigma is horrible. I mean, addiction does not discriminate.
No.
It really doesn't, you know. And the thing that I hate is people who are not in addiction. As soon as you mention an alcoholic or someone with a drug problem, they instantly think someone who's like down and live on the streets.
yeah.
You know, that's the instant image that come into their head. But, you know, but we all seem to forget that, that it happens to those people as well. But there's like big businessmen and people who are worth multi-millions taking drugs and drinking alcohol who's got a problem. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't come into it at all.
I like the people that...
You know, so I wish that stigma could be lifted.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, that's right. I like the people that don't understand it, who are just like, well, why don't you just stop then?
Yeah.
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 No, it's
Oh,
difficult.
wow, sorry. If it was that easy, then,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure...
I'm guilty of thinking that. You know, when I realised that you.
There's a thing, Emma, that we were saying. I think me and Jamie was on about it. Anybody who's not got the addiction mind, the addiction head, the best way we can explain it is put your phone down, and you can hear it, you can see it, but you cannot touch it for 24 hours, and you're itching.
I think I'd struggle with that one.
That's what it's like in our head.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
addiction in your
That
head.
is, yeah.
That's how it is. That's the feeling, you know, and it's horrible. It really is horrible, you know. But we do what we can daily to fight it constantly, you know. It's not easy being an addict at all.
No, it's not, mate. It's not. So, next sort of question for you, because you obviously not an addict or have our thoughts and stuff. Do you understand that I've said it to you many times that I can't. See, when I first came out, and I said to everybody, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to drink tomorrow. I can only guarantee that, or I can't even guarantee today, but I can only hope for today. So when people come up to you and go, oh yeah, brilliant, 8 years, how you 8 years, whatever, sober, and it's just like, yeah, but I might drink tomorrow. I can't guarantee that. You see the look on their face go, and it's just like, it's hard to tell people that, because it's like, well, he's just told me he's not going to fucking try tomorrow. Do you get that statement that we can't guarantee what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah, I understand that.
But we need to know it from a normal person's point of view, because that's the point of it. We need to know what a normal person is thinking when we say, well, it's for 24 hours. Tomorrow
Does that put you on edge? Does that make you feel uneasy?
Yeah. Not now, but like in the beginning when you first came out. I think now we are this far down the line.
Yeah.
I think not so much, but
you know that the strengths there, and you know it's kind of like locked in.
Yeah.
That's
and he
it.
knows,
You'd only have like one bad day or one bad situation away from that thought being so overpowering.
Yeah.
But how does that make you feel that one day I could actually drink again?
How does that make me feel?
Well, how does a normal person? How does that compute to a normal person? Because I would personally think it's just like. Well, exactly. You understand it.
I understand it now, because we are this bit further down the line. But I didn't understand that when in the beginning.
Yeah. Do you think I was just being selfish when I said that, or I was making an excuse to maybe drink again one day?
Yeah, I think that was.
Or I wasn't trying hard enough, or I didn't.
Yeah, I think it was there as sort of like a
get out clause.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I think as addicts though, we can't really win, can we? Because we're selfish no matter what.
Yeah.
We're selfish in addiction, but then when we're trying to get well, we're selfish.
Yeah.
Because we'll turn around and say, no, I don't want to go there, or I can't be there, or I've got to do this, or I've got to get up in the morning and do this. Well, why are you doing that? And you're selfish anyway. So it's kind of that acceptance, really. It's like, it's a good selfish.
I think for us, yes, because unless you're, and I've tried to explain this, not to Emma, but to many people, that you have to, as a recovering person, you have to be totally selfish on yourself.
Yeah.
Yourself has to come first.
100%.
And that might sound really selfish, and the other person might go, well, that's just fucking wrong. But it's not, because without me being a stable, normal human being, then everything in the world around me is fucked.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, it's life and death, it's prison, it's fucking illness, it's whatever it is. It all goes to shit, and that affects everybody around me.
Yeah.
So unless I concentrate on myself, then everybody around me suffers.
I think we've got to find that niche where we sit, haven't we, and protect it.
Yeah.
Is niche the right word?
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Like where you sit as to keep yourself sober and protect that little bubble. You know, make sure you haven't got anybody around you who's going to, break that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you surround yourself with the right people. You surround yourself with good family, who all know exactly what you're like. Everybody knows about my situation in my family and my closest friends, and it's never really brought up. If we go out for meals or we go out anywhere, nobody goes, oh no, he can't have a drink, or they know. They know.
Yeah.
And that's great. It's taken some time to get there.
Yeah, it does take time.
But they know.
It is awkward, isn't it, in the beginning?
Absolutely. And they know, and I'm cool with that. Because at the end of the day, like Rob said, if I was to go off, I would literally cause havoc around everybody. I'd probably lose my relationship, my home, and everything. And I don't want to do that. I've come close. I've come very close, and I don't want to lose that.
So, move on to after I came out. So is there anything you want to say about after it came out? Because obviously the whole point of a recovery and the whole point of a good recovery is that you change as a person. And you can tell that if you don't change, if you go into, you can spend thousands and thousands of pounds on rehab, and I've seen it and you've seen it with certain people that will do the work, but they won't physically change.
You've got to want it.
And if they don't, then they just go straight back out again.
Yeah, I've always said that, Rob. Not always, but from the experience that I've had in my sobriety, that is an absolutely valid point. You've got to want it as a person. You know, if you come in and you're doing it for your wife, or you're doing it for your friends, or you're sitting there and reading through the book and saying, "Oh, the book tells me this," and blah blah blah. The book helps. You know, the book does help, and the meetings do help. But at the end of the day, you've got to sit there and go, "I want to be sober, and I'm going to do everything in my power to be sober." And that's only when it works.
But everybody should, if you're doing it right, then you should notice a difference in me as a person.
Yeah, I mean, when you came out of rehab, you was a totally different person. It was like someone had brainwashed you. It was just, I don't know, just really totally different.
In a good way?
Oh yeah, of course, in a good way.
I think at the start, no, probably not.
Well, I don't know. It was just very. You're just treading on eggshells all the time, because you just like, I don't know, you just felt a bit like.
It was behaviour that you weren't quite used to, because you were
used
to the previous, like, sort of Rob the addict behaviour, and now some of this new behaviour's come about, and you're like, okay, I don't quite know it.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally different, but for the good, you know.
I think maybe, and I'd expect that when I came out, like most people that go into rehab, you've got an intense program of all this, and it is a bit god shit, and self-love and fucking meditation and peace, and you've got the other person's got to think, fuck, he's been he's been to a coach.
Yeah, that's what it felt. Because you shaved your hair off and everything, and it was just like totally different. No, you didn't though. You shaved all your hair off, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it just came out totally different, but for the good.
Yeah.
What were the initial first behaviours when he came out that saw you really, when you saw him, you're like, that's not Rob, where's this come from? What were the weird little tweaks in his behaviour that really made you just go like, wow, this is a definite changed person?
I think just being present in a conversation.
That's a biggie, that is.
Oh, yeah, like actually knowing what's going on around him and everywhere, and so no, it's just.
Well, that and the fact that I think when I came out, I bought all the fucking joss sticks and
oh yeah,
and all that sort of shit.
Candles.
Yeah.
Yoga mat.
Meditating.
Here's one for you. What was the weirdest habit he picked up after he come out of rehab? Like, he got attached to something, and you're like, why are you doing this, Rob?
Don't know.
I think that would be the joss sticks.
I think so, yeah.
But I just went with it because it had worked, and.
Yeah, see, meditation's a big thing in rehab, and rightly so. To be honest with you, rightly so. And mine's sort of evolved now to. If you ever, I want to say this. If you ever heard of 8D music?
Yeah.
Fucking mate. If you're not into meditation, and this is for everybody, if you're not into meditation, and it is important in the early days to get your brain sorted and rewired and everything else, and you're not into that, get some headphones, because it only really works with headphones, and they'll do it to any song, so you can literally put any song into say Spotify, and they'll 8D it. So it's 8 dimensions, and it goes into both hemispheres of your brain.
Wow.
And it's exactly like meditating, but it produces different sounds, and it calms out. Honestly, if you're into music, which you obviously are, and I am, music's a big part of my recovery.
8D.
8D.
Oh, I'll check that out.
And there's one. Like, have you ever you've heard the song "The Hanging Tree"?
Yeah.
Yes.
That in 8D is fucking amazing. Listen to that. You got to be on your own.
Yeah.
Headphones, not out blasting. It's amazing, mate. But
I'll
yeah,
check that
I
out.
recommend that to anybody.
But like you said, I think meditation is a massive thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's become a big thing for me as well. I have to have my hour in the morning.
Yeah.
Every day. You know, get up, I have my coffee, I sit there in silence, do all my little bits, and that sets me up for the day.
Yeah.
And I've become religious with that every single day, and that helps me because it puts me on the right mindset.
Yeah.
You know.
Our
Like,
routine is
routine
routine's
and
key.
discipline. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It has to be.
totally key. to
It has to
everything.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we're nearly out of time. So, is there anything you wanna say? No. You can say absolutely anything. So, is there anything you wanna?
Just be honest.
Well, obviously.
Spill the beans. No, I'm
Let's throw
joking.
one
I'm
last
joking.
question here.
Go on, Nick.
So we've got people out there listening out there who maybe in the same position you were when Rob was in rehab and then that. We can't imagine what kind of stress you must have been under with that. If you could give any advice to people who have got partners in rehab or are going through partners with addiction, what advice would you give them?
Yeah. How would you broach it to get somebody sober? Because I don't think it can be done. But as a partner, that you're seeing somebody nearly die and wreck their life and go whatever, how would you get somebody to broach that or to not rectify it, because you can't rectify it, but to deal with that situation?
Yeah, because you can't give the ultimatum.
No.
Ultimately, the addiction will always win.
Yeah.
You just got to support them. There's no right or wrong thing to do, but you just got to wait for them to admit to themselves that they've got the issue, they've got the problem, and then just be there as support.
Cool.
I
I
don't.
think that's the right answer.
That is
Yeah, I
exactly
agree
the
with
right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
I would,
you like
I mean,
Damo
I'd agree
says,
with that.
you can't force it and you can't threaten anything because nothing works for.
I think-
no,
you're-
I had
you're
to wait
pushing
for you
further
to be.
into the addiction.
I had to wait for you to be at that rock bottom place.
Yeah.
For you to sit in our kitchen, crying your eyes out, asking for help, and just getting you that help that you needed.
Yeah.
I think in that situation, quickly, I think that's where the love shines through for that person, isn't it, really? How strong it is. If you're there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
If you're there for them.
Yeah.
And you want to be there for them. Because you could easily walk out the door. You know.
Oh yeah, I'll say it again. If it wasn't for you and for family, yeah, 100% I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I'd have been dead fucking years ago. So
It's no joke.
And I'm
It's
not
no
sure-
joke. Addiction's no joke, man.
me being me, I'd like to think I would be strong enough to do what you did and stand by somebody
Yeah.
virtually committing suicide, because that's what you're doing by drinking. As an addict, you're committing suicide yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
A slow one. I don't know if I could be that strong, I've got to admit. So,
If
Well, I think you could. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've cried a million tears over it all when it was all happening and stuff. But you just have to be strong for the person that needs the help. So.
Yeah, I would think having gone through it and coming out the other end and, being sober for as long as you've been sober, it's got to build something where, you don't give up on people. There might be times where you don't know what to say and you don't know what to do even though you've been there. But it definitely makes you more empathetic towards persons.
oh yeah, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely now.
I can recognise the signs with people that we know.
Yeah. That's sometimes a bad thing, though, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah. But until those people are in the same position that you are in and want the help, then you have to sit back and watch, and you can't put it into their mind. They've got to want it. Yeah.
Because we just kick back.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really would.
That's the bottom line, and you've got to want it as the addict. You've got to want to get sober and get through it, Because like you just said, the more people start saying things, you just kick back, man.
Yeah.
And you'll just end up going even worse, deeper down.
And
Just
even if
isolate, don't you,
yeah,
really?
and even if you get the help
Mm.
that people shove at you, because family will shove help at you.
Yep.
If they do that before you're ready, it's a waste of fucking
It's not
time.
gonna
It's a
work.
waste of money.
100%.
It
Yeah.
ain't gonna work.
No.
It's like I always said, it's not just. I said you've got to want it, but I've always said it's both. I've always said it's both your head and your heart have got to want it,
Yeah.
because if either one don't, then
100%
you're setting
Nick.
yourself up.
Yeah.
You're just going to set yourself up for a sad fall
Yeah.
into a further further abyss, sadly.
Yeah. Well said, Nick.
Well said. Right, we are up and a bit over. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you,
Thanks
Emma.
for having
Thank
me.
you, Emma.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Nick, if you could just reel out what we're on.
We're on TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. YouTube, we're going strong. More followers by the day. Slowly getting there. Wish more people had come to YouTube, but we're working on it.
So yeah, please have a like, have a share, have a comment. We'll have more of these little deep in dives. Really, I think it's important to have other people come in and share their views, because I don't know your views, and I think it's great that we can actually hear the other side of the story. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.